Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Disabled but Able Budgeting. I'm here quickly right now, just wanting to show you my budget breakdown for January, which has already passed. But if you're interested, and this is also just for me keeping track and having some form of record of how this is going, I would do this off camera, but I figured I'll just post it and then whoever wants to watch it can watch it. Like I mentioned before, I'm right now having issues with my disability and I'm not working 100%, so I'm getting disability pay from the government. This budget is taking out mortgage and HOH, so I've already, from this and from my plan, I have deducted that. So what I was in the beginning of January assuming that I would get paid after mortgage and HOH was taken out is $2,000 each for my two disability pays. So that's a total of 4,000 Norwegian. And this is where my pickle starts pickling. I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood. That isn't enough for me, and this is one of the reasons that I, in this summer, started saving up for what I called AAP, which is this disability pay, where I was calculating that 10,000 less every month versus if I worked full-time. So I don't have a lot of time right now, so I'm just quickly going to go through this, and then I'll also film at the end of this where a lot of things happened in January and also a lot of things didn't, since I had pneumonia. After mortgage and HOH, I have the student loan that is a little bit less than 3,000, but I always round up. Insurance, 400, union fees, 450, transportation, 750. I learned, or rather I saw in February when I paid this again, it's higher than this, so I need to start paying or allocating more. Electricity, 800, phone, 150, TV and internet, 700, gym membership, 500. This one is going to not go away, but I'm going to the physical therapist. So I'm not going to the gym anymore. I'm going to my physical therapist. So I'll still have to pay money. I just don't know what it will look like right now. So, and subscriptions, 250. That's a total of 7,000 after mortgage and HOA. That's a short of 3,000. I've also written out my weekly wallet stuffing, which is 6,600. I will also change this up since I obviously can't afford it. But for January, I just left it and had a more similar budget to what I had last year, because since I'm getting back into it, I figured it was just easier for me to start off with this and then rearrange it as I saw things changing when I got more back into it. And now I'm short 9,600, and that's before retirement, which is 2,000 that is deducted for that. So I'm down 11,600. I have money saved up, so I'm hoping that with some rearranging of this, and with at least for as long as I can use the money in the bank to help this situation. So I'll also go over that money and seeing how I've allocated that. I will be using placeholders and a binder that I haven't finished yet to show that breakdown of the money in the bank. So I will be doing that as well. It's been half a week since I filmed the budget breakdown for January. I'm just going to lump these two videos together so that I can try to catch up to. But yeah, I've talked about earlier the fact that I don't use much cash in Norway, though I'm trying to change it a little bit because it does keep me more accountable to the money that I spend when I use cash versus just using my card and, you know, money in the bank type of thing. So what I've done is I've been looking through my accounts, and I have, technically it's two savings accounts, but I've just lumped them together here. So in my savings account so some of this money is the money that I started saving up for last year when I was cash stuffing. And some of it is vacation money that I was supposed to go on a vacation. Now it's been like a few years back, but because of my health and everything, it didn't pan out. And I unfortunately have to pull from that now to try to organize my finances, but that's the 45,000 for my salary. Like January 1st, I had 20,000 in my salary account. So totaling that up to 65,000, I've made this breakdown, and I have organized a binder so that I can actually look at and pull from, so it helps me actually know where the money's going. I've already pulled, so I've made this binder. I've already taken out hopefully the right amount of placeholders. So today I will only be cash stuffing placeholders. I'm sorry, that was painful. Really sorry. Okay, but yeah, those are the placeholders. I think at the start and end of the month, I will be, you know, organizing this to reflect the money that I actually have in the bank. And then as I do that, I will also make sure that it is correct with the total amounts and whatnot. Okay, so starting off, so this envelope AAP is the shortfall of me being on disability, and I last year calculated that it would be about 10,000 lost from my 100% full-time salary. So I've saved 15,000 for that. That I will start pulling from when as a type of buffer. Yeah. So that's 15,000 in there. Pawn insurance, I pay annually, and I've saved up 12,000 for that. So 10, 12. And that was paid in January. So when I do the buffer closeout for January, I will be setting this up so it's correct for February. So my disability, I have cerebral palsy. So I just wrote CP equipment. That's the name I figured at the time, so that's what I'm sticking with. So that is 20,000. I learned late last year that I need to start using a wheelchair parts of the time because it just doesn't work for me to walk. It just ends up with me sitting inside my apartment and not being able to work and everything else. So trying to work more, one of the ways that I'm going to try to make that happen is by using a wheelchair, but that the wheelchair in itself, I can borrow from the government, but there's certain things with the wheelchair that I need to pay for. There's some things with like putting in electricity down in the basement to have the wheelchairs stay at, and certain other things. So I set aside 20,000, and I hope that will cover that, as well as some other things that I anticipating I have to pay for shortly. So yeah, 20,000 in there. Extra week. So some of these I have put down for, but I don't know if it will stay that way. So this is just me hoping that I can save for extra week. So as of right now, that is getting 1,000. Sorry if you heard my stomach. I haven't had breakfast yet, so honestly, I'm very motivated to get this done because I want to just, you know, organize everything so that I'm on track and can use the system the way that it's supposed to be when I catch up. So my buffer, it might be more than 2,005, but that's just what I put so far. So 2,500. And I hope I can build the buffer up and then start allocating to other stuff as well. So my puppy, I call her a puppy, she's an adult Pomeranian, gets 500. I sometimes spend more money, or rather when I buy food and certain things for her, I use more than my weekly allocated cash, so I need to have a little bit of backup. So for this channel and certain things that I want to do, I've been trying to put money in this since last year. So I hope I can save and start doing some of the stuff that I want. So I'm leaving 500 in here. Gifts also gets a 500, which I'm happy about because there's a few birthdays and things coming up soon, so I need to have some money for that. Travel, this is also one of the ones where I will pull from it the moment things aren't working with the other accounts, but I still hope to be able to go on some type of vacation or something soon, at least within the year. So I hope I can have a little bit of a savings fund for that. And Treat Me is just anything where if I have a little bit of money and, you know, someone asks me to go out for lunch or something like that. So that also gets 2,500. I apparently hadn't counted on the fact that I have 5,500 left, so I will put that in buffer. Let me just add that. So now buffer has 5,007, 58,000, which I'm really happy about. Okay, so that's that for this video. I hope you guys are having a great, it is Sunday today, but whichever day you're watching this on and whichever day I'm uploading it on, I hope you have a great day, and I just miss you guys in this community, so I'm really happy to be back, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.